Welcome. Here is today's trending story. Dr. Sam Amadi, Director, Abuja School of Social and Political Thought, has said that President Tinubu's choice of a new party leader who lacks significant political gravitas suggests that his decision is not a consensus among party leaders, but rather the president dictating his preference. However, the appointee may be the right person for the job, particularly in advancing Tinubu's 2027 vision. What are your thoughts? Let's hear in the comment section. Let's take a look.
Not much surprise though. Before now, the APC is being molded in the image of the president. Clearly, the president has taken over control. You see that in the fact that even if there are discontent, somewhere, much of that is exiting the APC. So you've seen the CPC faction, or at least some part of it, clearly going to the ADC. It's obvious that President Tinubu, after first term, will be fully in charge of the party. We've seen President Obasanjo did the same thing and recreate that party in his own image. And with the way we are seeing people defecting to the APC, even those who have strong misgiving would not play it up. So because, look, it looks like conventional politicians, establishment politicians who want to win the election, maybe you consider APC the way to go. So you're not going to see much turbulence in terms of open turbulence, in terms of people voting out and saying no or disagree with the president openly. Everything will be maxed until primary, when those who lose out in what will be obvious win and lose would then contemplate maybe some storm in the party. So for now, the president is in charge. And then choosing a candidate or a party leader who didn't have that much political gravitas, who himself is a son of another politician in the party, suggests that this is not a case of party leaders making a consensus. This is a case of the president, dictating clearly who he wants for very good reasons. North Central, Christian, moderate, doesn't have a power base. Between now and 2027, he's not going to grow any big feathers. So easily malleable and able to accept the trade-offs that will happen. In the APC would, towards the primary, APC is going to do some hard deals with the rump of PDP that's with them, Wike group, the other people are coming in. So they will basically ask him, to flip tickets to whoever they want. So I think it's the guy for the job, the kind of job wants to be done. What does it say about, Tinubu's political strategy and prospect? Clearly, the president has no problem in his party either getting the ticket or deciding how 2027 will go. But the question then is, how will it affect the opposition party? How will it affect the larger political play? People have observed in the background of this, the new chairman, his leadership of the INEC, and there is two issues. One is the revolving chair. Some people are saying maybe if we are still going to have presidents appoint INEC chairman and elect leaders, then maybe there should be a 10-year moratorium. Once you're in there, you're not going to be playing partisan politics, because what this tells is two things. One is that the day this is a guy who has been an APC supporter or person before becoming national commissioner, because he moved from there, became a political appointee, ran for governor, now chairman of the leading party. So clearly, it's not just happenstance. This is a man who has had affiliation, support, and it talks about who do we appoint into this very important regulatory position, and how do we ensure that when they are there, they are insulated enough and they're not doing quid pro quo, so that when they leave, they get into the bigger job. We saw that with a man called the former governor of Abia State, Otendo, who was INEC rec, worked with Ojo Carlo, became his preferred, governor's passport. In fact, won from detention. So The question is, are they carrying insiders information? Are they already party men? Is there a bargain to make them governor, make them something so that they turn in, the votes for the party? So these are the issues that are raised, but clearly President Tinubu is in charge. In APC, hasn't got much to worry until primaries, I think. And then let's see how the other opposition party, and the PDP did their own. Of course, look, what PDP did, well, it wasn't like a postponement of the convention. The Congress is going to come, the convention is going to come, but they are still building carefully, creating compromise around venue, who is involved, what report. PDP leaders, I think wisely, are trying to bring the party back, and to do that, a lot of compromise. You have to skate around some landmines and ensure that you don't solve the big problems they want. You want to build trust, stability, and then you confront the big problems, down the line when people have invested in the institution and the structure and the process. I think they have perhaps got wiser, maybe perhaps not too late, I hope.